getting dicey.
It's already dicey. But let's get some sounds up from Sirenscape. Cool. I guess, like I said, the last thing that occurred was that this abomination sort of died and fell, and in doing so opened up this door, revealing a bunch of dead mongrel folk in this room. And we're at the top of the order now with the Baron.
Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on... I just heard a horrible shriek.
Yeah, there is still some noises occurring from within the abbey.
But it sounded like it was just outside the door.
Right.
It sounded more realistic than the other sounds. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the Sickening Radiance.
Are you turning it off first thing?
I'm turning it off.
Is that an action or a bonus action, or is it just instant?
I think to stop a concentration spell.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just a
Yeah,
bonus
that's cool.
action. And there's not much I can do. I can't walk forward or anything. I'm going to yell out, "Hey, come out with your hands up."
Okay. We're still... Actually, we can probably turn off the turn order for now. Let's do that. We can bring it back up if we need it, but we'll turn it off for now. So the door that's the closest got barricaded by... I believe it was it Morley or Bill? It was Bill. Yeah, and that there was a lot of pounding on the wall, on the door behind you as well. So that's still being barricaded, and you call out, come out with your hands up, and there's no doors are opening. There's no movement happening.
Don't make me come in there.
Can we hear?
What do you reckon?
So the volume of the laughter and the shrieks and stuff, is it centered behind any particular doors?
Like the middle section of this hallway is where like the majority of the quiet is now. There's still some noises occurring at the far end of that hallway. There's a bit of noise behind that doorway, but it's starting to, now that they realize that the door is jammed shut, that's starting to die down in there, and it's going back to some of the normal crazy sounds. And there's just a little bit of noise coming from the left as well, but just a little. So there's a little bit of noise right up close where you guys are. There's a bit of noise right at the far back, and you can also hear just a little bit of crying off in the far back as well.
Oh my, Brian, did you just kill almost everyone in this building with that spell? How big was that spell?
That was what I said. Do you want me to kill everyone in the building?
I remember
and
that.
Hopefully, I'm starting to feel bad about it, to be honest.
Well,
I hope it wasn't a mistake.
Well, shall we? We could pretend this never happened and go and find the Abbot.
Should we go? Hey, Bill, do you want to have a look in that door there that you're next to?
I was kind of hoping to keep this thing shut.
There's clearly some noises coming from behind that door.
Didn't we? That was the door that we saw open that had the dog people in it, right?
The one on the right was the one that had like just full wall-to-wall people. And the one on the
Morley
left...
had seen something, right? Sneaked around.
Yeah, the one on the left is the one that Morley looked through. Just as a recollection, he saw 3 of these kind of mongrel folk in that room. One of them cradling something shiny. And there was 3 plates or bowls up against the wall.
Money. Okay.
There's creatures in that room. I saw it from outside. They were like the rest of them, abominations.
Don't you want to go in, Bill?
No, they didn't seem that friendly. What do you guys think?
I reckon if there's only a few of them in there, maybe we can assess what they're like. And
I think it was pretty packed.
it was
Right.
The one,
the
the one
left.
on the one on the
On the
right is packed. The one on the left had 3 from what Morley saw.
Yeah, I'm holding the one on the right closed.
We need to
but
move
you're
that.
on the
We need to
left.
move the tokens around.
Yeah, with my blood spear.
Your pole. Okay.
There we go. Tokens now match. There we go.
Should I get the skeleton to open up the left-hand door and see what the deal is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Do that.
This place is a hellhole.
But why don't we train our weapons on the entrance in case they rush out in a madness?
I agree.
Well, he's blocked by a skeleton, so
And
I think we should be okay.
Joe, the moonbeam, you're still holding tight in that corridor as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Cool. So your skeleton opens up that door with ease.
Yeah, it's Trish.
It's not okay. So Trish has opened up that. It hasn't been locked or anything, so it just pushes open nice and easily. Bill, you look over your shoulder and you see 3 of these mongrel folk panic and rush up against the wall, almost fearful of what anything outside of that room. And you can see being held and almost hidden by one of them is just a small shiny object.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
We're not here to try to hurt you, but that big flesh bag, he attacked us. Totally his fault. Didn't mean him any harm.
We're not the bad guys.
It was very aggressive.
We're not bad. He was very aggressive. In fact, I think he could have used some counselling. Are you all right? Sorry about that. Sickening radiance you may have felt.
There's just a little bit of gasping, like they've been holding their breaths, and they cough, and then one of them just starts shrieking and panicking, and just trying to get away from you, up against the wall, scratching at the rocks.
Put
Can
that
I
in
see
misery.
what's their
Back to putting things out of its misery. I like it.
Mercy killing. Mercy killing.
Yeah.
Almost immediately.
turn it back on the sickening radiance?
These guys are
Okay.
such a bummer.
They really are. Right?
What's the thing he's holding, Bill?
Give me.
What's the thing he's holding?
Give me.
I look at the thing.
Give me
Yeah.
I guess an investigation. I was going to say perception, but we'll just go with investigation. Like you're really trying to get a good look at that.
I roll a 9 for spot thing.
Spot thing, yeah, spot hidden. You can't get a proper. You can't seem to get a good look at it.
Not sure. Some shiny thing.
Okay.
Just out of character for a second. I can calm emotions. So calm emotions is. I'm just really low on spell slots, and
Yeah.
I don't get any back when we rest either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you should use it.
Just kill them and take their shiny thing.
It's a 20-foot sphere centered on a point I select. I could probably cover most of this area if we think that's valuable. Otherwise, we could just take stuff from.
Nah.
Save it for when we need it.
Yeah, you're gonna need to calm down the Abbot when you find out where he slaughtered his entire family.
Yeah.
It's a level 2 spell
Orphanage.
slot.
Shall we just walk down this hallway then?
No, I want to know what he's got. Something mysterious.
Hey, what do you got there, little fella? Come on.
There's no. They're starting. Their nails are starting to break on the stone,
Ew.
tearing away down to their bone as they're freaking out.
No.
Is he clutching it, or is he like?
His back is now to you, so you can't see this thing that it's holding in front of it.
Why isn't he
Well, once
throwing
it's-
himself through the window?
The window's a little too high for them.
No. Short.
Okay, I feel bad taking it off of him.
Once his fingernails are completely
I want it.
broken, he won't be able to hold it anymore, and he'll drop it.
Can he still have fingers?
Oh,
Once his fingers are worn
Not for
down.
long.
I can't assume that it's of any importance, right? It's just some random shiny object.
I need it. I
As far
absolutely
as-
need it.
It was pointed out to us quite a few times.
As a player, I'm like, give me the MacGuffin right now.
It's the amulet of Strahd that immediately kills Strahd on sight.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
He's holding a shiny thing. I feel really bad taking it off him.
Yeah.
If anybody else wants to try, maybe speak with animals. I don't know. They're kind of animals.
Manimals.
Manimals.
I don't
Animals.
have,
I should come up with that.
I don't
could go
have
and-
that
I could go and
prepared.
try and deal a non-lethal blow.
Hold on. Give us your fucking thing.
Honestly,
go.
they're not going to talk to us. They're
Yeah.
not going to talk to us.
Yeah.
I
I
say
can
we
just
use
grab
the-
it, and they won't
get the
attack
thing.
you.
Yeah. What's the move you would use to try and grab something off someone and not hurt them? What would
If
that
you just
be?
want to, if you just want to
Snatch.
grab, you'd have to just do a strength roll to try and grab it,
I do feel like a monster though.
and it'll be
so
either
there is
against their
that.
strength or dex, depending on what they do in return.
I'll get in there. I'm happy to go in.
I
I'm
just want the
fucking
shiny
ready.
thing.
I'll go in. In.
Okay.
American. I'll go and grab that shiny thing.
Yeah.
You start
Hold
moving,
investigation.
you start moving towards the room, pushing your way past the skeletons, past Trish, and step foot into the room. And the three go absolutely mental trying to climb the walls, and they're scratching up each other's backs. One of them does manage to scratch, peeling skin and flesh off one of its friends' backs as it smashes through the window, cutting itself and rolling out the room. In that mayhem, the shiny thing is dropped onto the ground.
What is it?
It's a brass candlestick.
Fuck.
Look at that. That's probably
I needed that.
magic.
The brass candlestick of vampire slaying, bro.
I think it is.
Fuck.
Could I
I mean, it's
use the
nicely
brass candlestick
polished.
to batter it to death with?
It was Morley in the prison cells with a candlestick.
Does it actually have candles in it?
No, it's just the candlestick itself.
Gutted. Damn it, I was hoping for some candles at
Yeah,
least.
that always calms the mood down as well. Nice bit of candlelight, a bit of incense. Has anyone got a joss
Yeah.
stick on them?
Yes. Bottle of wine. Well, this is horrible. Let's leave. It's the one most prized possession is a candlestick.
That one's most prized possession.
Can we at least
Yeah.
investigate the candlestick? There might be more there that I'm sure there isn't, but
Morley, do you pick up
Yeah,
the
grab it.
candlestick?
I'm gonna like grab it and then kind of like run out of the room and shut the door.
Yeah. There's no fight between you and the scared mongrel folk. It lets you take it, but it starts weeping at the same time,
oh my
knowing
gosh.
that its prize is gone. You exit the room, slam the door, and while it's a nice,
I got it, everybody! I got it! It's stupid mongrel fuck. He thinks he's tougher than me.
Thinks he can have something shiny.
and while it is a beautifully polished, like he's kept it beautifully polished. There's nothing to it. This is like a cheap candlestick that you'd find anywhere, really.
Okay.
I'm gonna open the door. There's nothing. This has been a red herring. I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna chuck it back in and go, here you go, and then shut the door again.
Why does
Sorry.
it mention it?
Wrong
Pretend you're on
candlestick.
Antiques Roadshow and tell them how much it's worth.
It flinches. It flinches like as you throw it, and it
my
lands on the
God.
ground as you shut the door.
This place is too depressing for words. I can't stand
it-
it here.
Is there any obvious like lock mechanism?
No, these doors don't have locks.
They just have one of those ring handles and you just
Yeah.
push or pull it.
Yeah.
Okay, we are the bad guys. Let's go.
Yes,
Should
we
we
are
check
the
the
bad
other
guys.
rooms?
Yeah, well, I just like, let's get this over with, see how horrible it is. I believe there are human rights abuses occurring here, and that's actually not on us, that is on the Abbot, and I want to see the extent of his wrongdoing.
Why are these things so afraid?
Exactly, they've been abused.
badly.
The other ones weren't afraid of you. The ones in this room were, but the ones that
the
were
one
wall
out
to
the
wall.
Batwoman thing.
Tried to rip its own head off, remember?
Otto wasn't though.
Yeah.
Neither was the one that wanted to fight you.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's so confusing. The flip flops between.
It's
Yeah,
almost like
so-
they're
Wanting to murder us.
individuals.
What? It's like what?
It's almost like they're individuals.
Yeah, it's like they're
Yeah.
individuals.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, at least some of them have been subject to abuse, and I want to see what else. I refuse to turn my head aside.
I tell you what, an awful amount of them were literally recently subjected to a decent amount of abuse.
By us, yes, we're the bad guys. Got
Yes.
it.
I'm hassling. All right.
Okay.
I quit the game.
What?
I'm going to dismiss my moonbeam, and I'm just going to stride forward. I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll follow you.
I'm going to check every single door in turn.
Okay. The next door on your left has 5. Let's just open up all of these doors for you. Yeah.
Bong, bong, bong.
The one on the left has 5 now dead mongrel folk just on the ground. There is in that room. There's like a life-sized painted wooden statue of a saintly woman in robes in that room.
A statue.
Yeah, very
What's
similar.
the statue made of?
It was made of a single piece of wood. It's been carved out of a piece of wood. It's about 5 foot tall.
That must be Saint Markovia?
Like it's very similar to the Morning Lord one, but it's obviously instead of a male figure this time, it's a female figure. On the wall, on the opposing side, you sneak your head into that room, and in this room there is 8 of these disfigured creatures dead on the ground. One of them still holding a gold statuette.
I feel kind of responsible, guys. I don't even want to look. I've murdered these. Some of them are probably not evil.
Baron, I think if I can offer some words of counsel in this difficult time, they seem to be in an awful lot of suffering, and I can't help but think you've maybe ended that for them, and they've gone to a better place.
Yeah.
This is no life. I mean, we don't even know where these things came from. We don't know that they were even supposed to exist.
It
This
looks
is no
like
life.
Did exist. I kind of think that we could have maybe let them free or something. Like we did that one that flew off to kill people.
I mean, they were low intelligence, and they,
Ismark, have you ever heard of something like these things?
No, Bill. This is horrific. This whole experience is downright unsettling.
I want to say, Brian, I know it's hard to face this, but I know you did that because you were in fear of all of our lives and you were trying to protect us. These things happen in battle. Can I look at the gold statuette?
Yeah, it's very similar.
I'm not taking it. I'm not robbing the dead. I just want to look.
It is. It looks to be pure gold, and it is a very similar shape to the statue of the woman in the other room.
Oh.
Okay.
it does look valuable, though, Miracle.
And they aren't using it. My divination god does require offerings. I'm just
And
saying.
this looks
But
like
no.
this looks like it would be worth about 250 gold pieces of offering as well.
Oh dang. Oh
I
man.
do need money.
It's like stealing from the dead that we just kind of killed.
They're religious icons. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I got to buy swords for my skeletons. What is
And like
in
my
this?
divination god is very like cash hungry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Who's your
Oh, my-
divination?
my
Who's
god.
the divination god? Greedor. Or
Greed. Yeah, I think that's the name.
Gamble.
I'm like, I felt like
Gambler, yeah.
Isn't it Regentia?
no.
Okay.
Sucks.
You got
Reagents.
rejected.
Reagents. You know.
No,
No. Okay.
I don't get it.
Good. Well, your divination god is asking for reagents,
Okay.
Oh, really?
and
Is that some kind of science thing?
no, reagents. That's why it's expensive, right?
It's Reagan. You're saying it wrong.
Oh, Reagan's.
What is that? What's a reagent? I don't know.
when you have to give up like a diamond to do a thing.
Ah,
okay.
right.
Oh.
Anyway,
That joke went well.
Yeah.
are
I don't
you?
think it was a
Still
joke,
going
was
well.
it? Was it just an explanation of the
Yeah,
mechanics?
yeah. Are you taking the statue?
I feel like a bad person today, so I'm not going to take it. I can't take the
Oh.
guilt.
Ooh,
Okay.
yoink. Morley's in there. Like a
Morley's
rat
in
the
there?
train,
Morley,
right?
forget
Yeah,
it.
Morley. You pick it up. And I'm going to let you know a little secret. While you're holding that, Morley, you are going to have a +1 bonus to saving throws. So just add 1 onto any saving throw. That is a good luck kind of statuette depicting Saint Markovia.
To fuck all for the last holder.
Yeah,
That is true.
they should be the only one.
You
alive.
only add 1, not anything more. It's not an advantage or anything like that. But from now on,
How big
+1 to
how
all
big
your
is
rolls.
it?
So crime does pay.
It's about 7 to 8 inches long.
I mean the statue. Eh?
Clip it. All right.
American, you continue walking down the hallway, and the silence on either side of you is incredibly apparent. On the left-hand side, you open the door and you see 7 more of these creatures that are sitting in like this ring around the walls. They all seem to have died during something that involved them sitting in a ring on the ground. There doesn't seem to be anything else in this room. But there is a little, just like sobbing, just a really gentle sobbing coming from the other side of the room. The other side of the hallway. It's not the Baron?
No.
Okay.
Well, it is, but I was
Yeah,
saying,
it's all of
you're
us.
hearing someone else.
Yeah, there's someone on the other
Okay.
side of the room, but it's like a single voice or a single
Okay.
person.
I'm
you
in.
open that? Oh, you open that room as well?
Yeah.
In this room, you can see, how many have we got there? 10 of these mongrel folk creatures. Some of them look to be pregnant. Others holding young children. And up against the far corner of this room is a solo woman holding onto this baby with its hand over its mouth, trying not to make a sound, but tears rolling down her face.
All right. Yeah, okay. We're the bad guys.
There's no treasure in
Definitely.
this room.
Okay, good.
I'm still alive.
Oh, no, I can't take this.
Yeah.
But she is just locking eyes with you, Mirakin, and just keeping her hand maybe too tight over the young one's mouth.
We're going to leave. Bye-bye. You'll be safe.
I mean,
No, it's as safe as you are right now.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else is going to happen. All right, so don't, strangle that kid. But you said it was holding
It
this,
is, yeah, it's
covering its mouth.
covering its mouth,
asphyxiating.
trying to stop it from making any noise.
I'm going to back out of the room and shut up.
Morley?
Morley's just spending a little bit of time in this room where they were in a circle. Is there anything in this room to indicate kind of what they were doing in that circle? Like any religious artifacts or writings or...
Give me an investigation roll.
I'll do that. It's 16 plus 5, so 21 all up.
Yeah, you take a look around. In the middle of the room, there looks to be a really crude drawing of a bell. Like it's been scratched into the floor of this room. But that's all you can really find.
Worshipping the bell.
And you have heard the bell while you've been here as well.
Maybe the dinner bell or something.
American, are you still in that room, or are you?
Yeah, American's just locked to the spot, just like taking in the horrific scene, not making a move or saying anything, in shock.
How long are you going to be in this room for?
I don't know. Like, so there's like a bunch of. Oh, I'm hearing a lot of echo. There's a bunch of dead children in the room, right?
There's probably 3 small children, maybe 4 pregnant women
Oh my
or mongrel
God.
folk. Yeah.
Can I attempt to? I'm just going to whisper. Do you speak?
I'm going to get a persuasion roll from you.
Okay. I'm not good at persuasion. I rolled a 3 minus 1.
She throws back your same voice at you with and repeating your words. Just do you speak? But and you're perfectly replicating your voice. And she, with her other hand, slams it up against her mouth. She's still holding on to that baby and still with her hand over its mouth.
Get out of the American. It seems like it's going to be asphyxiated.
I'm just going to back out the door.
Yeah. Do you close the door as well?
No.
You leave that open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Baron, you see American walk out of the room, and you can still see into that room, and the creature in that room is still got her eyes locked on that door, still in that same pose, tears rolling down her face.
like it wants the door shut. Is that the sense I get?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to shut the door just
The,
slowly.
yeah, and the moment you close that door, you hear the cry of a baby, and you hear a scream from that woman echoing out from that room.
Oh my god, this is getting worse.
At the end of the hallway,
Can't.
there's 3 more doors at the end of this hallway. The room, there's still noise coming from both of these rooms, and there's a decent amount of noise coming from the one on the left. Are we opening these doors as well?
What does it sound like?
That's a really good question. They are. You can hear some of them howling. They're hungry, and so there's like these pained moans coming out from that room. Some of them calling for food, and then hearing that same word being repeated in exactly the same tone, almost instantly, but from another corner of that room behind that door.
I can't take this.
Yep. Let's just get it over with and get out of here. Should I open up the door?
Yes.
All right. I'll slowly push open the door.
Okay, sorry. I just need to fix something for a minute because supposedly my audio went very quiet.
Just for a moment it did.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, is it back now? Is it good? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So the door opens, and in that room you see 9 of these mongrel creatures standing in that room, just already staring in that doorway in silence with this hungry look in their eyes. They see you, Baron, and they start licking their lips and running towards that door.
I'll close the door then. I don't want any licking.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they start just charging, and you shut that door. I will get a strength roll from you.
Okay, can I get my skeleton?
Can I help him?
Yeah. So roll with advantage.
Okay. Strength is not my strong point.
Don't worry, I'll help you, Baron.
Let's have a look. I think it's a -1. Yeah, -1. Oh, fuck. a 1 -1 and a 13 -1.
Okay, that's all right. They've rolled lower than that. So you feel
Thank you, Morley.
you feel the weight of these creatures just thud up against the door, like 2 or 3 against the door, and each time you're holding it back, and then you just sort of hear like this kind of like tormented sounds from them as they go. You can hear the footsteps sort of backing back into this room.
Oh. It's like they're starved to death and they'll eat me.
Oh.
Those ones looked incredibly hungry, even emaciated.
Why don't we drag I'll drag the body of the big guy in here, and we'll throw it in and shut the door again, and they can eat the big man.
I can't take any more of this horror.
I don't want to leave him to starve to death.
We have to see the Abbot. We have to see the Abbot and get to the bottom of this. This is hell on earth.
Yeah, we'll find some sausages or something. Well, I appreciate the sentiment for looking after them. Why didn't those ones die?
Yeah.
Well, the babies are dead. What's on
Yeah.
that side? What's in that room? Yeah.
When you heard the sounds of the torment coming from the creatures on the left, you just hear like this little cackling happening from the door on the opposing side of the hallway.
I'm going to open it up.
Okay. You open this door, you see a fort that's kind of made out of piled bits of shattered furniture and torn material. And from within that fort, you can just hear a little mischievous cackle as you open up the door.
Well, finally, the fun room.
Yeah. This must be where the inhumane laughter comes from. Every night.
What do I see?
What I just described. You see a fort that's...
Yeah.
You see
Can I see behind the fort?
No, it's built up against the wall, up against the far corner.
Oh.
And you can just hear a little laughing as you look at it, like they're almost like they're trying to hide from you. And they're playing a
I'm
little
glad
game.
they're having fun. Who goes there?
And you just hear your voice and words echo back out at you with just like a little giggle.
Does it sound like childlike or like an adult?
It seems higher pitched.
Oh, I think there's children in here.
Okay.
I don't want to deal with it. I'm
At least
leaving.
those ones are happy.
So you just...
What about in the bottom right?
Oh, maybe I have to go look. The curiosity compels me.
Okay, you
I have to look.
So you move towards this fort, and you just lift up a sheet of that might be the entrance to this fort. You lift it up, and you just see these two. One of them is clearly an adult, and the other one is maybe more of a teenager. And they're just sitting there huddled and cackling as you look in, and they're kind of excited to see you. But they're patchwork mesh of people and creatures. But they don't look at you angrily. There's no fear or anger. There's just a mischievous look to their faces like they've just been found.
Hello.
And the younger of the two just kind of like waves this weird like octopus tentacle at you.
Okay. I'm leaving now. I'm scared.
They giggle as you lower the drape down over the fort.
No. I'm just going to continue going. I just want to get out of here. I'm just in hell.
Did we ever see in the bottom right one?
You saw that when it first, when the abomination opened up the door, and it was just wall-to-wall creatures.
Super full of creatures.
Yeah. And the far door looks out over what looks to be just a garden area of the abbey. So you're looking back outside now. So let me nestled between rising and plunging cliffs, 4 rectangular garden plots enclosed by a 5-foot-high wall of mortared stones. Small white rabbits nibble on turnips, uprooted by the cold. 2 lifeless scarecrows with stuffed gullets and sackcloth heads hang from wooden crosses pounded into the cold, hard earth.
Okay. I want to do a dramatic movie trope and run and vomit into the garden.
Yeah. As you burst out of the door and run off, the small rabbits, the two small white rabbits, just take off to the north,
Okay.
startled by the noise.
Not covered in vomit.
No,
I vomit on the rabbit specifically. I didn't make that clear.
Roll for ranged attack.
Oh my gosh. I did not expect that. I feel so bad. I thought we were being attacked.
You weren't to know.
But I've got to be more careful. I mean... Ooh, okay. Where should we go? I mean, I don't want to hang around this vomit.
You're all standing around Mirkin's vomit.
I'm standing in the vomit. Where's Loris when you need him?
They're rolling them.
What are these crops growing?
It looks to be mainly turnips. But it's a lot of just potatoes, turnips, carrots.
Tiny carrots.
Very basic root vegetables.
Can I pull up the carrots, as many carrots as I can, and then go back in and chuck them in that door for those hungry things?
Yeah,
vegetables.
Yeah, you can spend
real picky.
you can spend maybe 5 minutes, and Irina sees you doing this and starts helping out as well, making sure that you get a decent amount. She follows you back to that room, and you open up that door, and again they see you just hungrily, and they start charging you at the entrance of that doorway. And Irina screams and throws what she's holding into the room, and just takes off back out to meet the others in the garden. What does Morley do?
Well, I do much the same, except without the scream.
Well,
I'm hiffing some carrots into the room, closing the door, and
yeah,
getting out of there.
Yeah, there's just the sound of feasting, absolute devouring of anything and everything they've just thrown into that room.
Are there any notable things in this area that stick out as part of the landscape?
What are you looking for?
Well, anything that would catch your eye that's not just the garden?
No, it's really just the garden and these two scarecrow.
Okay.
And they look very similar to the ones that were adorning the top of the curtain wall of the Abbey entranceway.
Looks like there's not that much up here. This is a farm, and where we were was some sort of horrible housing unit. And then there was that initial sort of courtyard we were in with a horrible well. Should we go and have a look at the dining room?
Well, there's another level, right? It goes up.
There's 2 floors to both sections of the Abbey.
Oh, so I suppose the stairs might be down there to the south, where we entered.
We were by the stairs.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't have a look. Okay,
Yeah.
Let's go.
go upstairs. Let's go. Yeah.
I'm going.
All right, we do.
Let's
All
check
right.
out the rest of this place.
I'm just like, when I find this Abbot, he will know pain unless he has a very good reason for doing
Like,
this.
what? I didn't know. What? I can't believe it.
He will know the icy winds of terror at my hand.
I'm just going to put all of your tokens in a close proximity so I can grab them all and move them onto another part of the map. Let me just grab all of these.
New map.
New map. Let's move you on to the upper floors
Oh.
of St. Markovia. And let me...
How can we fuck this one up?
Oh, we will with that attitude.
is this,
Damn right I will.
oh man, is this going to paste things in or not? Is this going to... What is that?
I can't hear you, Bill.
All right.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Sickening Radiance is a sphere, so it's like 3-dimensional.
Mute yourself immediately. We don't want to know. We just come up and it's like,
What
oh, this
even-
is full of dead children again.
More dead children, guys. Sorry, I just
Oh,
need
well.
Woman.
to. I didn't mean. Sorry, this is taking a while just to grab everything and move it over. So just bear with me for one moment. Sorry, I had to copy some of these as well. Let's put you all at the top of the stairs.
I want to appraise the mood of my companions. Are they all as disturbed as I am by these horrific events?
That's
I
a
am
no.
deeply disturbed. I am.
Moderately.
Okay.
Okay, you find yourselves in what looks to be what may have once been like an office. There's a wooden counter shaped like an L standing at the front of the spacious area, and all the other furniture is just rotted away, leaving heaps of moldy wood and faded cloth. There doesn't look to be anything of real value in this area. So the map's been rotated to the correct area now, so what was north before is now off to the east. So the lengthways that you were going before is off to the east. And there's a door at the end of this area as well.
Let's go.
I see. After you.
I charge through the door.
Okay, great. You just push the door open, and in front of you, you see a spacious chamber containing bed frames of wrought iron arranged in 2 neat rows. Cobwebs and bits of rotten mattress cling to each frame. 3 doors are spaced along the south wall, each with a plaque mounted on it. From west to east, the plaques read operating room, nursery, and morgue.
Oh,
Like a hospital.
yes. But weren't we told it hasn't been a hospital in years? This must be a relic of the past.
More importantly,
interested
how do we get out? There's no door here that leads out.
Wait, where
I'll
are
check
you?
the first door.
Where are you? Where are you, Bill?
I'm in the room with the beds.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. There's a door that
They
you came through.
And then,
Yeah, but
Which back to
presumably
the office.
because we can see outside, right? That there's
Yeah.
windows, so there's only ways into a morgue, a nursery, or a. Did you say surgery?
Operating room, nursery,
Operating
and
room.
morgue, and the door obviously back into the office that you came into. There's a real dark feel to this room.
Maybe it's an old hospital. It's obviously haunted.
American,
Yeah, get a bad
thank
vibe
you.
about this American.
American, thank you for just shouting that, because the moment you speak those words, your shadows peel themselves off the walls
Shadows.
and start to move towards you. I will need
I'm going to start to leave the room. Because
initiative.
I think that was a good call, Bill. That, like, how do you get out of here? Yeah. They don't want you getting out of here.
13.
Did you click your token?
Yes. I did.
Well, it's
I
not
did.
there. Okay, that's
I
fair.
did click it.
We'll give these shadows a roll as well.
We fought some shadows on day 1, right?
You did.
Yeah. And we almost died.
What did you roll, American?
13.
Okay, who else do we need to add to this? We need to add Ismark. Yeah, and we need to
So
add Irina.
So if our shadows peeled themselves off the wall, why are there more?
Very, very very observant of you. It was your shadows, and then more kind of split from them as well.
Bastards.
You thought I would just start removing them from the room, didn't you, John?
Yeah.
Well, remember last time when we left the room, they disappeared.
Mm.
If we stayed in there, they were just murdering us.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a quick.
Let's hope we make it out.
Okay, cool. All right, let's start at the top of the turn order. This time is with Morley.
Oof. What? Hang on. Bill's on 21.
Oh, did it not organize? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, sorry, Bill at the top, 21.
Seeing the one that's near American, I'm going to move over to that, try to stab it with my blood spear.
Near the exit.
Sorry, there was one more that hadn't flicked over to the correct layer, so I've just made it
Oh,
arrive
good. There's
now.
one more.
There's one more.
Okay, good.
Okay. I'm going to try to stab this one nearest the stage left, basically.
Okay. Give me a roll to hit, please.
Sure. I got a 23.
That is a hit. So you're using the blood spear, is that right? Nice.
Correct.
Okay, what kind of damage does that do? Is that just bludgeoning, but magical bludgeoning?
Magical piercing.
Piercing. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is great. So that does 9 damage to the spectre. It looks to go through it, but it also lets out a scream as it is pierced by that blood spear. Anything else from Bill?
But it's still there.
It's still there.
Okay. I am going to move, remembering the lessons from the Death House. I'm going to move to the door and I'm going to take a step outside and just see if any of them disappear.
None of them disappear.
God.
Fuck.
We'll be fine.
I'm going to come back in and be like, fuck.
I will say that when you stepped out of the room, its
More
focus moved away from you the moment that you stepped out of that room. It was tracking you that entire time. You walked out of the room, it stopped and just flicked its view towards someone else. The moment you walked back into the room, it knew you were there and just brought its vision straight back to you.
Step out of the room again.
Yeah, I put my left leg out.
The same results. The moment it's out,
It was looking at your left leg,
it was looking directly at your left leg.
and now
Okay.
that's.
I'm gonna
good.
stay.
That's good
I'm gonna
to know.
stay. I'm gonna stay in.
You're gonna stay in the room.
gonna
Okay.
Okay, you're mental.
Yeah,
Well,
don't stay in the room.
Until you guys get out.
Bill, you look pretty tired.
Yeah, Bill.
All right. I'll step out of the room.
Okay. Ismark sees you moving out of the room, and says, "Bill, what's happening?"
Not good stuff.
Are we attacking?
We're being attacked. Don't go in the room.
He's so calm.
Don't go in the room. Okay. But he does withdraw his longsword from his side and just presses up against the wall outside the room. Morley, it's your turn.
How far am I from the door?
You are a good 50 feet into this room.
It's a big room. This is
There's a lot of beds.
This is no Wellington rental, is it?
That's right.
Topical.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. 50 feet. How big are these beds?
They're about 4
Each
foot
one a
wide.
California king.
They're about 4 foot. Each one's about 4 foot wide.
What? A 4 foot wide beard.
Yeah, wide. Yeah.
I can.
That's
Single
that's
beds.
So just over, what, a metre and a bit wide?
No, it's saying like they're 5 feet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well,
I'm just like
They're
shocked by the
exactly
size of the
4.5.
bed.
I think this only measures in, unless you hold down. Here we go. Look, I'll measure.
I've
Oh, look,
derailed-
it's
I've
exactly
derailed
4
the
foot.
situation.
Exactly
I've
4 foot.
derailed the situation.
So, yeah, while you're all measuring the beds,
No, I don't
all of
want
the
this.
shadows attack.
It was believable until we knew the beds were 5 foot. Instead
Yeah,
of 4.
yeah.
That's too far.
4 foot is not
I
a
think
very
it's-
wide
kidding.
bed.
These beds are very accurate.
Oh my god.
They're like 10 foot
get in
long.
the bed.
That's the weird part. They're 10 foot long.
Why? We're still talking about this, huh?
All right. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try out my new spell, Scorching Ray.
Oh,
Yeah. You create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. You can hurl them at one target or several.
oh.
Make a ranged spell attack for each ray.
Cool.
Does that mean I basically hit Scorching Ray 3 times here?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
1. That's a
Who you shoot?
15 with 9 damage.
Meets beats.
Okay, that's the one right in the corner.
Okay.
And then
Which corner?
that's you in the corner. That's terrible. So that's a bill. What am I doing? Get my own material. This corner over here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So the first one is hit. What kind of damage is that? It's fire damage.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. The next one was an 8, and that was the one on the other corner.
Okay. That is a miss.
Yeah, it's a miss. And then the next one is this one right next to me. Come on, Scorching Ray.
Oh, yeah.
23 and
That-
another 9.
That is also a hit. So yeah, the one up in the northeastern corner and the one on the northern wall just get hit by these blasts of fire, and bits of them sort of start singeing and smoking, but they're still there.
Yeah. And then with the rest of my turn, I'm going to use as much movement as you'll grant me. I think I get to about Baron.
Yeah, that's what is about 30 feet of movement. Is that right? Is
Yep.
that your speed? Okay, cool. Yep, that works for me. American, over to you.
I told you this place was haunted. Get out of the room. I'm going to wrap myself in the ether and evaporate, reappearing with a misty step outside
Okay, great.
behind the skeletons. That's my bonus action.
Shit, that's cool.
I'm hearing echo.
Yeah, that's
Anyone else?
it's just what's we're getting.
It's,
That's what we're
it's just it's a side effect of Misty Step. And then I'm just like, I am so tired of all the monsters today. I call upon the lunar spirits. Hear my call. And I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Oh, you're bringing
Yes.
back Moonbeam.
Moonbeam's back,
All right.
but not as strong as last time. I'm just going to use a level 2 spell slot.
I will draw it.
Thank you.
Where would you like it placed?
Can I pop
no.
into the room so I can actually...
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I can see whoever I can hit without hitting my companions. Can I hit the 2 in the back corner?
I'm.
Oh, wait, how?
It's.
I want to make sure I can move it in front of the door on my next turn if everyone scurries out.
I'm trying to remember. It's 20 foot
10 foot
diameter,
wide.
right? Yeah.
5
10
foot
foot
radius,
diameter,
so 10
5
foot diameter.
Oh, 10 foot diameter. Okay.
Yes.
So it's smaller than I have there. Each of these squares is 10 feet.
Oh, so they're quite far apart, so I can only
Yeah.
get one. Okay, I'll get that
does
one
that
behind
change your
Brian.
mind now that you know how small in this room that is?
No.
Okay, cool. So the
I
one.
want them to be stuck in the room with it as they try to get to us.
Oh, right.
hopefully.
Yeah.
So where is it in the right place now, or?
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
Okay, great. The moonbeam appears yet again. Anything else?
I'm going to try and get runs in to try and web one of them. Are they incorporeal?
Yeah, they are.
I imagine a web wouldn't hit them then. but it's gonna do it.
I mean,
anyway.
it's a magical. Oh, okay. They're immune to being restrained, if that helps. So I'm
okay.
gonna
Well,
say,
then I won't roll and bother.
Yeah. Don't look. Let's not bother Ranzen. He's somewhere else right now.
Yeah. He's a busy spider.
Look, he's busy. He's got spider things to do.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right.
And I'm going to reiterate, get out of the room. It's haunted.
What kind of damage does Moonbeam do?
Radiant.
Okay. Okay, cool. Let's roll the Constitution saving throw for the one that's currently stuck in Moonbeam. It has rolled a total of 17.
Ooh, that's that saves.
But it gets half damage, right?
Yeah.
So roll. And what level did you cast it at?
Only level 2 this time.
All right, and it rolled the damage there anyway, so it's a 6.
Yeah. It did horrible. I rolled a 1 and a 5.
So it still takes the full brunt, even though it's saved.
I was hoping they'd be weak to Radiant. They seem like dark spirits.
The rest have nothing. They don't care about it because it's not touching them. So let's move. So Bill, you have tokens in the room. Did you end up staying in the room or out of the room? Sorry. Oh, you're muted. Sorry, dude.
Sorry, I moved out of the room.
All right, cool. So there's only Morley and the Baron in this room at this point. So this is going to be interesting because they all can reach you.
Is it going to be interesting?
It's going to be interesting because there's going to be a lot of attacks occurring to 2 people.
Let's go back to back, Baron. Looks like another classic scrape we've got ourselves into.
We've seen worse. No, we haven't.
All right, so if it helps, one of them doesn't get to you.
That does help.
Okay, good. All right. Let's attack. So we'll start with the attacks on Morley. All 4 of them just reach out with their dark, shadowy hands and just try and place their hands on you. We have an 18, a 9, a 14, and a 21.
Oh, yeah, 3 of those hit. The 18. Did you say the 9? There was a 19 in there.
That's right. 18, a 9, a 14, and a 21.
Yeah, 18, 14, and 21 hit.
Oh, 14.
You get hit by a 14.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking pussy. That's what we've established.
All the people to be stuck in a room with.
Oh boy.
But I've got uncanny dodge, and when an attacker that I can see hits me with an attack, I can use my reaction to halve the attack's damage against you.
All right. So you do that once, right? Because it's a reaction.
Let me just open up the player's handbook here.
Yeah.
Doesn't say that.
Yeah. So
when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to halve the attack's damage.
A reaction only happens once per turn.
Yeah.
So you can dodge one of these and half one of them. And I'll even let you do it. 2 of them do 10 damage, and another one does 9 damage. So we'll say 5, 10, and 9. So it's 24 damage, necrotic damage. I'm going to need you to roll a 1d4.
No problemo. Oh, cool.
I don't know if you can roll a 5 on a 1d4.
How did you roll a 5?
I pressed
Rolling the D4, you rolled a 5.
I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Like the first one I rolled was a 4.
Oh, okay. Did it add something on top of it? Weird. Okay, so you rolled 4.
I rolled 2 of them by accident, and the first one that came out was a 4, and then a 1.
Oh, okay, cool. Can you roll me one more, please?
I'll try my best. It's a 2.
So I need you to remove or reduce your strength by 7. So these things reach into you and just start absorbing. So what is your strength number? Not your modifier, but like, is it like a 10 or a 12 or something?
It's an 11.
So you're going to put that down to 4.
Told you. Absolute weakling. Okay.
And you're just feeling all of your strength sapping from your body.
And how many damage did you say I took earlier? 21?
It was 24.
Oh, 24. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cool.
And now we're going to do some attacks on the Baron.
Good.
We've rolled an 8, a 15, and an 8. Baron?
15 is my hit. It's my armor class, so that beats, doesn't it?
Yeah, so that's 11 necrotic damage, and I'm going to need a...
But I will use my shield to raise it to 20.
Okay,
Shield!
Cool.
Only time I sound confident.
Okay, so you
my glass staff.
managed to avoid all of these hands as they come reaching in for you.
Okay.
Okay, it is Irina's turn, who looks into the room and screams as she looks in at how Morley just looking emaciated and lacking strength, and she just calls out for both you and Morley and for the Baron to just get out. She starts screaming, "Get out, over and over again."
Do the voice.
No, not now. Not now that you've asked.
Does she take an action?
What would you like her to do? Because she doesn't. Oh, she's got holy water. You gave her
I wanted
some...
to pop into her head that she has a vial of holy water.
Yeah, I need to take a quick look and see what holy water can do. So let's bring that up.
I don't know what it does.
Fast.
Okay, yeah. She hears like your voice in her mind, and she rummages around, pulls out that vial of holy water, and just doesn't close her eyes because she sights it up. She sights it up. She doesn't just like close her eyes and throws it into the wall or something, and just lobs it towards the 3 attacking Morley.
Favorites.
Oh, so I've looked up because I've been holding this item. If the target is a fiend or undead, it takes 2d6 radiant damage.
Yeah. And because these things clearly don't like radiant damage, we're probably going to double any damage this thing does. I'm just trying to see... splash the contents of this flask onto a creature within 5 feet, or throw it up to 20 feet, shattering it on. In each case, I'm going to say she lobs it towards one of them and it splashes, and if it hits, it's going to do 5-foot radius and coat 2 of them. So... we need Irina to roll to see if she...
Irina.
Yeah.
Can I give her my inspiration? I really want her. I want this for her.
Yeah, if you want to give her your inspiration.
You can do it, Irina. I breathe, and the inspiration squiggles across the air silently.
Nat 20. Nat 20 on that advantage roll.
Yes.
Oh, good arm.
Right.
Oh, Irina, that's our girl.
That she just lobs it across the room. It splashes. Morley, you get a little wet from it as well, but these 2 creatures next to you, not like that.
I was like drinking up some of the water. That's all.
Yeah.
Don't ruin the moment, everyone.
So doing a total of naturally, so there's 2d6, 7 damage, but we're going to double dice because it was a crit roll. So that's 10. It's another 14. Plus, they really don't like it. So it's 28 damage to each of those.
Oh, really? Just from some water.
Just from some water. Just from
some water. Fuck. So are they steaming?
Get the hose out.
They evaporate. They just the water coats them, and the darkness from the top down just starts disappearing, and this amazing flash of steam. Steamy flash of steam. They're gone. And that was Irina's turn. It's over to you, Baron.
Okay. I'm going to turn around to Morley, and I'm scared shitless. I'm going to be like, hold my hand, Morley. Okay.
And then you get like the limpest handhold you've ever had in your life, like meeting someone that you instantly regret meeting.
I'm holding Morley's soft hand, and it's a bit moist. Oh, you okay, Morley? Oh, hold on. I'm just gonna whisper, thunder step. I should disappear. And we'll both disappear and leave. And as we leave behind a 10-foot. Immediately after you disappear, a thunderous boom sounds, and each creature within 10 feet of the space must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save, or is half as much on a successful one. And it can be heard up to 300 feet away.
Let's roll for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that it will hit.
It's a 16 con save.
3 of them manage to save, 2 of them don't.
Okay. And it is 3d10. Where didn't I get it? My 10s. All right, here they are. Oh, fuck. An 8, a 6, and a 5.
19 damage. So some of them take half of that, is that right?
If they save, they take half.
Okay. Let's have a quick look at. You look back into the room, and as that door is being slammed shut from that thunder wave, you see 3 of them just evaporate with that burst of thunder. And at the same point, you see whoever was remaining slowly starting just to move towards the walls.
Oh. Morley, you okay?
Oh, I feel weak, Baron. I feel very weak.
I'm going to get a handkerchief and wipe my hand a bit.
Are you okay?
I'm already weak. I'm glad they didn't get to touch me.
Not like this. I feel like they've taken something from me.
Do you need to lie down?
Yeah. I need like a long rest. some sort.
Long.
Yeah, you know from when Loris was attacked, he managed to get a lot of his energy back after even just a short rest. He just needed some time to recuperate.
Time alone. Well, did it look to anyone else like they were going back to the walls?
Yeah, have they just melted away?
The door is now shut, but the last thing the Baron saw was the remaining 3 just sort of dispersing across the room towards opposing walls.
I might get a skeleton to walk in.
Yeah, I want to peer in because I'm still controlling the moonbeam.
Yeah. Okay.
Come out.
Ismark sort of stops you. Hold on, and just puts one hand on the door and just pushes it from the outside. Just pushes open the door again, just so you can all see inside that room. And the room seems empty now.
Yeah.
I'm going to run back in. I've got my moonbeam for 1 minute and 1 minute only. I don't have time to dally. And if they're going to leap back out at me...
Yeah.
Are we still in initiative or not?
Well, we can
show up.
Well, we can bounce back to... We can... if no one else has any moves, we can skip back to American.
Well, I just want to see if a skeleton goes in, do they get activated?
Okay, you can place a skeleton in there if you like.
Okay, I can't move my skeletons, but if one of them goes in a little bit,
is that?
And I've only got 1, but I should have 10.
Yeah, how far in do you want the skeleton?
Just
to go?
that far, just 1 step in.
Nothing.
Well, it doesn't work with skeletons, American. What do you think?
I'm stepping in.
You're brave.
I'm just gonna poke my nose in.
Nothing happens. You just step within. You cross across that door frame, and you're in that room, and there's nothing. Just the darkness of this room.
I don't like that they just disappeared like that. They could pop out again at any time. This is haunted.
Well, yeah,
can I do like a perception check?
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
Did they not get blown up from that sonic boom?
Some of them did. With a roll of 17, instead of perception, Joe, what we'll do is we'll have this be a moment of realization. You realize that the shadows didn't appear when you were just a step into the room. It was once you guys were already well into the room last time.
Ooh. Okay.
Should I send my skeleton further in? What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Tracy. I'm going to send her in. But I can't control her.
Oh, how far in, like, ping where you would like to move her to?
Until the skeletons, until the shadows.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool, yeah. So
Sorry, I rolled a thing by mistake.
Okay, so she takes a step 10 feet into the room, and from the northern wall, 2 of those shadows reappear. And from the southern wall, 1 more of those shadows appears.
Okay.
It is, since we're going to continue that turn order, I'll say that how do we want to do this? Because obviously, Mirakin, you moved in. Was that your turn? Because next on the board is the shadows' turns.
Get out.
I don't know. Are you asking if it's my turn now?
We can either do a brand new initiative order, or we can just maintain that old one.
What do we think, guys?
Just step out and shoot.
You do still have movement if you want to use it.
Step out and use your moonbeam.
Okay. I do that. Oh no, but that'll trap the skelly boy in.
That's okay. Trish can handle it.
Okay. I'm going to be like, they're back, and I'm going to
Trish's going to be
jump
dodging.
back inside.
Okay.
And I'm going to move the moonbeam in front of the door.
In front of the door. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just move that in front of the door then. Okay. It is the shadows' turns, and they all swarm Trish. And they all reach out with their dark, shadowy hands. And we have a roll of an 18, a 15, and a 1.
Okay. 2 of them hit, I think. Yeah, I'm a class 13.
Doing a total of 20 necrotic damage.
Oh, my God.
Did she dodge?
Oh. Yeah, she's dodging.
Well, what?
Well, no, don't worry about that.
No one mentioned that.
Well, I did.
Did you? Did you?
If she's going in, she'll be like on it. She's not attacking, but
okay.
Don't worry about it.
But that's as a reaction, right?
No, that's the reaction.
It's an action.
Right. But so you can only dodge against 1, or literally if 100 things were attacking?
Their action is to be dodging. It's
okay, cool. All right.
It means
I didn't hear you mention that, but that's right. If other people are saying,
I mentioned it a bit too late, to be honest. So it's up to you.
What do you mean by a bit too late? Like after I said they attacked?
When we were talking about American, because we knew that we're going to go in and activate them. I would be dodging.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it this time.
Okay.
So they all miss, and with
they've got it's disadvantage.
Oh, it's disadvantage for dodge.
So they could still hit.
12, 1, and 15.
Yeah, this one hit.
Okay, 11 necrotic damage.
Oof, okay.
And a roll of a d4, please.
All right. Oh, there's a 4.
Can reduce Trish's strength by 4.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to see what that would have done some damage to. So one of them rolled a crit fail and managed to push its hand accidentally into one of the other shadow creatures. But the other shadow creatures are immune to necrotic damage, so nothing occurs. I don't know if we need to go through everybody. Do we want more actions from Irina? She doesn't have any more.
She used up all her juice.
Yeah.
She made it work, though.
Yeah, she's excited, but she's looking at her pouch and she's like, I don't have any more. I'm sorry, guys. Let's move on to Baron.
Okay, I will do Mind Sliver. I can't really see the one to the south of Trish. I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on. So they have to do an intelligence save of 16.
Intelligence save of 16. These boys are not very smart. It has rolled a 3, but for a total of 1.
Oh, okay. So they take 2d6, so that's 6 total.
6 damage. What kind of damage is it?
It is psychic damage.
Okay, cool.
And they must subtract 1d4 from their next saving throw and max before the end of your next turn. So it subtracts 3 from its next saving throw if it has one.
Cool. And anything...
and I'll get Trish to see if she can stab the one to the south as well.
Yeah, give us a roll to hit.
Okay. A 3 plus 4, I think.
That is a miss.
So miss. Okay. That's me.
Okay, cool. So she hasn't readied more dodges.
No, I mean she should have. She's an idiot.
Bill, over to you.
Can't go in.
No, the door has Moonbeam in front of it. That would be very ouchy.
Very, very ouchy.
Very, very ouchy.
They're not going to come in here. I think I might just hold my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
By all means, yeah. I think Ismark's going to do the same. He's just looking out. He's like, "What are we doing? Why? What are we doing here?
What are we doing with our lives?"
That's the deep question, isn't it?
Actually,
Filling these shadows.
couldn't these guys take a help action or something? But do they have to specify what it is?
I mean, there's not much help. Yeah, you need to specify what you're helping with. You can't unless. I mean, I don't know what actions. As Ismark, he's got no idea what you guys are trying to achieve by just having like one skeleton in the room at this point. Yeah. So
He'll see the bigger picture soon.
Okay, Morley, over to you.
That door, I presume it's kind of in a closed position now, or is it open? And I can see what's going on.
We'll say that it's open. You can see what's happening.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to kind of reach out a very, very tired, feels very heavy in my own hand, and just and throw out a firebolt. Sorry. If I got anyone excited there, just a firebolt into the room at the nearest one I can see.
We'll say the one to the south of Trish is the one that you can see straight through that door.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not very zoomed in, so it's hard for me to see.
So give us a roll to hit.
I will. That's a 10. That's a goodie, isn't it? That's always a cracker.
Is a miss, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, how weird.
It's normally very accurate from distance, old water. So
anything else from Morley?
I just my hand like flops to the ground, exhausted, and I kind of collapse a little bit down.
Okay, Murican.
I clicked on a web by mistake. Sorry.
Very excited.
Never mind that.
Get into it.
I'm going to use Thorn Whip to try and drag one of them into the moonbeam.
Okay.
So with our experiences with them so far, have we been able to like touch them? Like when a sword goes through,
you've been able
does
to
it
damage
feel
them.
like? Yeah, I'm just
It
wondering
doesn't-
if we
it
can
doesn't
shove them
feel-
into the moonbeam.
I'll tell you what, a thorn whip will. It's magical, so it will absolutely wrap
Yeah.
around it. So that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll roll for that, but I'm also wondering if we could shove them in, and I'm not sure that we could. But I am going to attempt a Thorn Whip. Oops, how do I roll that? I haven't used Thorn Whip in so long. Okay, I rolled a 14 plus 7 for 21.
That is a hit.
And I'm going to drag it into the moonbeam.
And it does 9 damage instantly anyway.
Yeah.
And it takes that damage as it moves into it. It's got to roll. It doesn't actually matter. No matter what it rolls, it moves into that moonbeam and it's just eviscerated by the radiant light.
Wow. It'll be like, thank you, Lunar Spirits. Protect us.
Anything else from American?
While being dramatic and talking big, I'm also going to back away so he can't grab at me.
Okay.
I don't think they even see us, American. Move. Can you move your moonbeam? Or no?
Not now that she's
No, because I
done
used
her
my
action.
turn for a Thorn
That's your
Whip.
action, is it?
Yeah.
I don't think they even see us if we're out here. They won't attack us.
They haven't looked your way at all,
Okay.
even when the holy water was thrown.
So I don't think they'll walk into that beam, if I had to guess.
It is the shadows' turns, and they reach out once more towards Trish.
Sorry, Trish.
Rolling an 18 and a 13.
Those are both hits.
Doing 15 necrotic damage.
She should be immune to necrotic damage, really.
Yeah, that
Bones
seems
can-
so
bones
weird that she's
can-
not.
Yeah.
Get magically damaged, can't they? I'm assuming
She
that's
died.
the end of Trish. And the moment Trish drops to the ground, the shadows move towards the northern wall and fade up into the wall and then disappear.
Did we see where they disappeared to?
Yes. Yep, they disappeared just to the... Or actually, maybe Irina and Bill might have. You might have tracked them a little bit, but it's just very close, maybe 10, 15 feet into the wall, into the room on the northern wall. But you also noticed that the ones that moved away before came out at different spots last time as well.
I'm getting sick of this rigmarole.
So there's 2 left. If
There
we want
is.
to go have a look and investigate this place, we just have to go kill the last 2.
Which is a great
think
time for us
we-
to take a break. I reckon we'll take a
Okay.
5-minute break now.
Like, good thing I've blocked the entry point.
We'll skip until you...
We can throw a dummy in.
Yes.
Let's go grab a drink.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. We've got Random Origins throwing bits our way as well. So another 500 bits thanks to Random Origins. That needle marker is definitely getting closer, it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to the next time Needle shows up. Could be very cool. Question. Oh, and look, Lark Kiwi onto it like that with a question of the week. So we'll wait for Adam to get back and we'll ask that one as well. How are you guys finding the Abbey? I didn't personally design what was in those rooms. Okay, so that wasn't me going, you guys. That was all as written.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, mostly.
I think
mostly
if
as
you've
written.
gone now, I'm going to make them so that there's pregnant women in there, babies. That's really going to fucking make them feel bad.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
It was not nice. I felt real bad at the end of the last session because I gave you guys heaps for doing this big move that was killing. And I felt real when I got off after the show. I sort of was talking to Joe about it, and I felt real bad that I made you guys feel bad. I know I made Joe feel bad. I felt bad that I made Joe feel bad, and I thought I've probably made some of you others feel bad. I was totally ribbing. It was absolutely me just giving you guys heaps for doing what.
No. I mean, I do feel bad because it was a bad decision, I think.
Right.
And
I disagree. I think with the information that we had, it was a fine decision. It didn't
I think it
pan
makes
out
sense.
well.
but we always had these questions in our minds, like they could be good and stuff like that, and some of them are. So it's like really
It's
should
so
have.
hard. It's so hard to live in that world, though. I just don't think you can agonize over every decision like that every single time, because it's just going to be. I mean, it's not fun to play. It's not fun to watch when it's like that. It's like you want to.
That's true.
Try to not. You're not trying to be a dick. But you're just trying to.
Yeah.
Make progress, make a decision, and move on.
Yeah, it's like the way I see it. The way I was like, oh, it was bad what happened. Like if we killed innocents, we didn't know at the time. But like if you put yourself in that person's shoes, they hear a rabid swarm, a building filled with a rabid swarm of like what could be monsters that are all going to like overrun us and kill us all. You would probably panic and do like a really big move to try and save everyone's life in your party. Like I can see that being like something that would happen, and you wouldn't feel good about it afterwards if you found out you hurt innocents, but like you were fighting for your life. So I mean, I could see it happening.
I think
they are monsters to us, right? Like we've got no frame of reference for these things.
They're
not.
It's been really
just
interesting.
a shame because Otto was nice.
You have met some that could communicate and talk with you fine. You've met some that were just out to want it to kill you. You had others that were so terrified that they would hurt themselves to get away. So you've got all of these different signs, and you don't know what to expect next.
Yeah, but imagine meeting all of those individuals on an afternoon. Like, and you're afraid. You're going up. You think that this Abbot might be Strahd, potentially. You're in a pretty like heightened sense of fear, and then this is only an afternoon. Like we've had a chance to think about it over the course of a few weeks for the characters.
Yeah.
It's like it's quite a different context.
Yeah. There's no wrong move, right? There's nothing you can really do that is a wrong move unless you all decide Strahd's pretty cool. Let's help him out. Ruling Barovia. But even then, that's
I think if
like
you have like a person with whom, like, who fits your conventional idea of like good, who's like coming up to you like, please, may I have some florins for my supper, and you like just fucking kill them. It's quite bad.
Yeah.
Don't you ask me for florins, you fuckhead.
What I think what I said to Joe last week was actually I might have even said it to you guys. I think I need to change how I prep, and what I mean by that is I think I've now learnt that as a group you're not one to walk away from something. So I need to prep with that in mind. Because I don't think
if you put a brass candlestick in there, we will check it out. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I'm definitely the player that's just like, you've said a thing. I would like to get the thing now.
Yeah, which I don't. I think it's a very video game mentality.
Yeah, but then it's like also narratives and movies and that. Like if they zoom in on a prop, you're like, oh, that'll be significant.
Absolutely, like you might be. Often these things lead to having to have that object to open a door and stuff like that because it is a game.
Yeah,
it's like seeing a discolored rock in a video game.
And I mean, honestly,
you're like, that rock is going to get blown up.
One of the rooms had a brass candlestick. The other had a gold statue that gives you benefit. So it does make sense. Like if you'd have gone, no, that gold, I'm not going to take it. Then it's like, okay, well, you missed out on this thing.
We almost did.
Yeah. That was why I specifically said, oh, it looks like it'd be about 250 GP. I specifically sort of mentioned that.
Not when this loot the dead guy is around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do have a question of the week from Larp Kiwi. Every week, I love it. Do you see your character ever settling down and having kids, or are they unlikely to ever settle down?
Yes. Next question.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
Joe?
For Bill, yes.
All right, okay, cool. It's a very easy answer for Bill, is it?
Yes, he says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
American?
That's a tricky one. I don't know. I kind of designed her as like a haunted kind of person, so it would take a great amount of character development to be settling down.
She's got hundreds of years, right?
She's adrift on the wind currently, but crazier things could happen, I suppose. So that's a solid maybe, but veering towards no.
Morley?
Yeah, not for a while. You got a few bloody wild oats to say yet, boy. But yeah. Look, eventually.
Okay.
Who says the two are mutually?
So have kids and
I
not
feel like a
settle down?
scumbag saying it even. Yeah, eventually.
So he's probably already
Lots
got a
of
couple.
little Morleys around the country.
A couple
Not
already
with my
in favor.
strike rate.
What about the Baron?
I think if the Baron met the right undead woman, he would probably
wow.
settle down, have undead babies.
I know what I need to
Like
make
we
happen.
just saw. Well,
I
we
know
just-
what I need to make happen now. This is fantastic. Ismark absolutely will have kids because he's got to drop them off at the pool sometime. So cool. Should we jump? Should we jump back
No.
into it? No.
Tiny food.
Oh,
I
yes.
have one.
This one you showed me this one earlier, and I thought, is it
It's
as
not that
small as
tiny.
it's not as small as the one from
It
last
could be
week?
smaller if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But look at my tiny carrot. I grew it. My tiny carrot.
What color is that?
It's purple.
Even
Tiny
the leaves are
purple carrot.
purplish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've kind of got greeny purple.
It could be smaller, but
It
I'm
could
just
be
too
smaller.
gardener apparently.
Hold
Yeah.
it further
Taken to
away.
You should have taken to it with a knife and just whittled it away.
Whittled it down. Oh.
into an even smaller carrot.
Yeah.
And then got a Sharpie and drawn like those carrot lines on it just to make it look more authentic.
Did I take a bite? I'm going to. I want to show you that it's orange on the inside.
It's quite a carroty sound.
Whoa,
Yeah,
That
pretty
is-
cool.
a magic trick.
That is fluoro orange.
Yeah, it's crazy, eh? I had to
And
buy
look-
the fancy carrot seeds.
Yeah.
That just looks like a carrot that would be good for you. That's
Right?
Yeah, I can feel my
Yeah.
strength returning.
lucky for
Does
some.
it actually taste nice?
Tastes like carrot. It doesn't
just-
taste
yeah,
like
Like
anything,
just like a normal carrot?
anything different to a normal carrot as far as I see.
Carrots are pretty good, eh?
I rate him. I rate him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, carrots one of the few vegetables that I think is superior in its raw form.
I agree. I 100%
What?
agree to that. Easy.
Far
You
superior.
can have
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
cooked carrot though.
You can't.
They're quite versatile.
Yes, you can have a good cooked carrot.
Roasted, maybe. Like
Ooh, yeah.
roast the guts
Okay,
out
well,
of
there's
the
just
carrot.
one example off the top of your head.
That's the only example. I've been thinking when I saw that there was some contention in the group, namely from you, Shannon. I was started running through all the ways to cook carrots. I thought, is that better than the raw carrot? I came
Boil it.
I hated cooked carrot as a kid because my mum would just like boil them to death, just absolutely boil
yeah.
them down.
Well,
And
Not
I
a
just,
great example of how to cook vegetables.
no, but it basically no. My mum is not a good example of a cook, but that's all right. So we
Happy Mother's Day, by the way, if you're a New Zealand listener, May 8th.
Mum, thanks for watching every week.
Oh my god.
No, she embedded a lot of food anxiety in me that I only broke out of like in my 30s. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, food
Sorry,
anxiety, man,
I'm
not
just
good.
going to snip away again just for like 30 seconds.
Get a carrot.
He's hungry
Carrot.
now. Needs a
Carrot cravings.
I could only eat them raw.
raw carrots are fantastic. Abnormal food section, Larp Kiwi says. Yes, we need we need to
yeah.
bring the abnormal food section back.
Man, I wish I saved my tiny beetroot. It was so small.
Is it a tiny garden as well? Like
It's not that small, but it's pretty small.
I've been growing them
It
in
is a small
pots, so
garden.
it is pretty small.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm growing bonsai trees, and the goal is to make them small.
Larp Kiwi wants bigger Kit Kats. Again.
I'm never making a giant
how
Kit Kat again.
How do you grow trees small?
You inhibit their root growth, I believe, is the main
How
thing.
to grow what? Trees, did you say?
Well, yeah, you say grow them small.
Yeah.
But growing implies they.
I don't
get
mean
bigger.
that they're shrinking. They do. They do actually get bigger, but you don't want to get too big.
Yeah, you still got to prune them, right?
Speaking of
Prune
trinkets
them.
and unhealthy things, I was given this,
John snacks.
and
They're
it is
sweet.
many. It is many tiny foods.
Ah, there we
Just
go.
like heaps of unhealthy shit.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Like look at the depth of that container. and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fucking
out.
full.
What have you got in there? What have you? What's in?
I've got some ding dongs.
I don't even know what they are.
Are those American?
I've never had a ding dong before, but I
think
will
those
at
are
some point.
American.
I have fish and chops.
Nice.
Not sure what that is.
Yeah.
Never seen
I've
that.
got
Oh, Mars.
a lot of like a million tiny Mars bars.
Gosh.
I have zingers.
I've never heard of zingers.
Where have these foods come from? Put it in H. Crazy
My,
Wycliffe.
Alibaba. AliExpress.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna go nuts.
What?
Crackers, go nuts,
Oh.
checkers.
Yeah.
Is this like
I honestly
some
don't-
weird American
honestly-
import?
It's
place
like a
they've
list
got
snack.
all
No, so my in-laws gave this to me as a gift recently.
Mhm.
A toffee popcorn. But there's just so many, and they're just sitting by my computer. And every night that I'm sitting at my computer, I'm like, I could just smash these.
Yeah, they wouldn't be safe with me.
Twisted
I'd
Gear.
I'd eat them all in one sitting and feel horrible. I just know it.
I had a bunch last night. It was awful. I felt awful.
Twisted Gear in the
hate
chat
that.
says zingers and ding dongs are American. Yeah, so
I thought
Okay.
so. I've heard
Yeah.
of ding dong.
Are they good?
Twisted, are they
Yeah.
good? Yeah, let us know.
Are they good?
Um,
Should I be happy when I eat them? Or
with a name like Ding Dongs, it's got to be good, right?
Zingers and ding dongs. Yeah.
Twisted says yes, they're good.
Get those ding dongs down, yeah.
All right. Are we ready to go back to the Abbey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been too long, hasn't it? God, we love it there.
I know. Can't wait.
Random Origin says Dicey mukbang. We need to get one of those sort of. We just sit and eat a bunch of food. I will say one thing. Joe and I thought, a little bit, hankering for some snacks. We don't have much sugar in our diet, and we were like, let's go get some snacks. And we got a bunch of sugary treats, and we just felt like shit. In like 3 hours later, absolute just garbage. Like, what have we done with our lives?
Yeah.
It was both amazing and
the
terrible.
trick is, guys, little tip from a pro here. If you continually treat your body like a human waste disposal, you'll be attuned to it and it'll feel great, and the endorphins will just be flowing. So,
Okay, good to
Keep at
know
it.
for next time, I guess. All right,
it's like
let's get some-
McDonald's. One time I stopped eating McDonald's for like 2 months, and I fucking love McDonald's. Like, they're doing something right down there. And then I had it again after that 2 months, and my body almost rejected it. I felt like I was like, oh yeah, about to like pass it out again.
Yeah, it was not good.
that's how you're supposed to feel when you eat McDonald's.
Yeah, but it had been so long of just gorging myself on McDonald's that I didn't feel like that. I just feel like this is amazing food every time I was here.
I love the soundtrack to this anecdote as well. It's really capturing how that McDonald's made your body
soundtrack.
feel.
Is there a
Can
soundtrack?
we just talk about McDonald's with the soundtrack for another
What's this?
45 minutes?
It's like haunted
Sirenscape.
noises
Oh,
of
got that,
Sirenscape.
Right, Sirenscape.
All right, so we're back in the Abbey. We're back on that second floor above the madhouse, and you've just seen the two remaining in that room sort of disappear into the wall.
Sick of this.
I'm turned off turn order for now. We can turn it back on should we need it.
Well, who wants to be bait?
Yeah. I mean, if we get hit, it is big time damage.
And Irina is over by Morley's side. Like, she's got her hand running down your emaciated, sunken-in cheek. And she says, You're not going back in there, Morley.
No, you're damn right I'm not.
Can I try something?
Sure.
I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to close my eyes and summon my owl familiar. So my it coalesces and it's like a fey creature that I can command, and I'm going to direct
It's
it
not
into the
concentrations,
room.
is it?
No.
Cool.
It has to pass through your...
Oh shoot. Okay, let me just see if I can summon it away from me because I don't want it to like evaporate as soon as it flies through the moon.
It's like, through and just into like
like-
feathers.
Oh,
and
well.
bones.
Sending it through a fan.
That's fine. It just says
That's how
cast.
you get that cooked chicken.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What does it say?
No, but it's fey cooked chicken, so it's like incorporeal, I guess. Doesn't even fill you up. Let me just check, because it doesn't tell you straight away.
Well, if it doesn't say anywhere in it, like...
It's find familiar, so it just says you appearing in an unoccupied space within range.
So what's the range?
Search me. It is 10 feet.
All right, so
So I can summon it on the other side of the moon as a sacrificial thing.
Yes,
Please,
I will allow that. I will allow that. You'd
Oh
have
my
to
gosh,
stand
but
right
it's
on the
like-
edge of this thing and concentrate and have it appear on the other side of this moonbeam. But yes, I'll allow it.
Yes, the lunar spirits have blessed us with a new companion. All right, go die.
Okay, so this fey owl, is it appears?
Yeah.
Is it perched on one of the bed posts, or is it?
I want to have it.
Spawn
It's just
flying.
flying around in the ceiling.
Yeah, it's just flying around, and nothing's.
Damn it!
happening.
Oh well, that didn't work, guys.
What were you hoping to achieve?
So I wanted it to lure these evil spirits out so we could kill them without having to go into the room.
Oh, that's the plan, is to get them out of the walls and then pick them off from a safe zone.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel bad, but what I can do is I can send in a couple more skeletons. If you don't block the door, though,
Mm.
and then we all ready our actions. As soon as they appear, we shoot them.
What's
Yeah.
the
And we
plan?
You've got like
target
one. You've got
one
like
at a
one
time.
5-foot door. Not even that. Not even a 3-foot wide door or 4-foot wide door that you need to be able to still aim and see them. So yeah. So you'd need to be taking turns to move out of the way, and yeah.
Why are you so horny to get into this room again?
But we can do that. We can roughly.
Thank you,
I mean, it's
Morley.
not
I
gonna
was
go-
wondering the same thing.
Because I vanquish
to
evil
do
wherever I go.
We could not exterminate everything in this room for a change. It was just
No.
some rusty old beds, wasn't it?
I want
Yeah.
to investigate this place thoroughly.
Well, there's
Fair cop.
nowhere else for us to go, right? Or is there?
Um,
Up here.
there's obviously the stairs back down where you had came up, but there's also a door off to the west as well from this office.
Oh, fuck. I did not see that before. Let's check out the western door. That was where my question about, like, how the hell do we get out of here came from.
Well, there were stairs down, the stairs that you came up. That would be the
Oh,
main.
yeah.
That'd be
I
the
know,
main.
but I
way.
mean, like, we're trying to find the abbot. We're not trying to
right,
go upstairs and then look around and go, oh, I guess we better go downstairs.
right. I wasn't getting where's the abbot feel. Yeah, but that's cool. So, Bill, we can say that you make your way across and look out this door on the western side, and this is just is looking out across the courtyard. You can see the well below, and these scarecrows lining the walls of this curtain wall around the courtyard. And on the opposing side, you can see another door heading north to the other second story of the other building.
Okay, so, sorry, just so I'm super clear, because you said we could see the well.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here, I'm just going to ping there. That is like an open area looking down into the courtyard. And you can see down there the well. You can see the two posts, one post now, That creature flew off with the other one. And you can see some sheds underneath some of these scarecrows. So this is all one story above that courtyard.
Okay, and so the concrete around the edges.
That's like a walkway.
Okay. I think this might be somehow less dangerous to walk around this thin walkway covered in scary scarecrows.
What if the scarecrows are shadow creatures as well?
Well, yeah, that's certainly a possibility. I'll put my left leg in.
Those scarecrows, they look just like the ones out in the garden that you saw earlier as well. There's nothing about these that would make you think they're anything other than scarecrows.
I'm going to quickly run, if the team will humour me. What are they fixed to the ground with? You said that they're on a wooden cross.
Yeah. And they've just got a little wooden stand that each of them are on as well. Just like really...
It's not bolted into the ground or anything?
No. They're rocking a little bit with some of the wind that's passing through.
I'm going to run down and I'm going to try to tip this nearest one down into the courtyard.
I love the paranoia, but you do that. You just knock it straight into the courtyard. And it lands right outside one of the sheds that's got one of the big padlocks on it from down in the courtyard. And just some screams and howls come out of that shed.
I run back as it's falling.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait for the reaction.
And then that reaction of sound just dies back down.
I think they're just the same as the scarecrows downstairs.
Are we in initiative or not?
No, we're in just free movement right now.
So that means that my moonbeam will be disappearing really, really quickly.
Yeah,
we can say that Bill has been off doing this while you've just been finishing off doing your Fae owl sweeping through and doing all this. It's all happening concurrently. Yeah. So what else are you doing, American?
Well, I want to finish this fight because I don't want these demons to continue existing. But we're not in an initiative order anymore, so I don't know what we're doing.
Well, there's no battle right now. There's nothing to fight. There's nothing to have initiative with.
How about you move your moonbeam into the sort of the middle of the room, or on one of the walls? Actually, you might get lucky; they might appear there. And then I'll put 2 or 3 skeletons in.
Okay.
We'll aim all of our hits at one. Once that's dead, we'll aim it all at the last one.
Let's finish them off.
Yes.
Okay. So are you going to move the moonbeam up to where you saw them entering the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Just like, I can't concentrate on this much longer.
Okay. And Baron is moving
9 skeletons in.
Okay. There's 9.
Yeah.
All of the skeletons.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to move 1 into the middle, and it's going to dodge, and the rest are going to be along this western wall.
Okay. At some point, we need to talk about the fact you're squeezing like 12 people into rooms, like everywhere you go.
Yeah. Well,
along with all of you.
Doing it, but how many do you think I would get walking through?
Yeah, I'm happy to run that for this. Let's just run through with it. So you basically...
Just say they were waiting on the stairs this whole time.
Yeah. So they all push past and enter into this room. American, you move that moonbeam off to where Baron Lust saw those shadows enter the wall. You will, the skeletons enter in, and from that same spot, you see them moving and shifting out of the wall directly into that moonbeam, and both of them just up in smoke. Gone.
Both nice.
Right, is that them?
I think that's him.
And you just wait a beat just to see if there's anything more occurring, and no further shadows
then
appear
9
from
more
this room.
appear. Oh, I'm going to go in. Well done, American. That really toasted them.
We did it. And look,
I want to see this operation.
I've summoned this owl for no reason. What is that? Come here. And I'm going to like coax it down onto my arm and like pat it.
Nice. You do that.
What shall I call him? This is like our first time.
Do you get rid of
Albert
the
Einstein,
Albert Einstein.
who would be an unknown figure.
Yeah, it would just be like a non-sequitur.
just a weird name. Okay, all right.
It's a genius owl.
Oh, well,
It would-
I'll table that for now.
It's like us coming up with like a fancy fantasy name, but it's just them coming up with a real human name. Do you get rid of the moonbeam?
Yeah. I cannot see my token. It just keeps booping
It
around.
is right there in the room next to
Okay.
some of the skeletons.
Okay. Well, that was a bit frightening.
Yeah.
So I will repeat just for you, Baron, since you seemed interested in it. From west to east, the plaques on the doors read operating room, nursery, and morgue.
Okay. Well, I'm interested in operating rooms and morgues, so this is a difficult decision. What do you think, American? You're in the room. Should we have a look at
Operating room.
operating room? Okay.
Yeah.
Tanya, do you want to have a look through the door on the west?
So it's just your skeleton. You guys, man, sitting in your skeletons, and your skeleton pushes the door open and enters the room.
Yep.
You looking over the shoulder, you see basically just this blood-stained table in the middle of this otherwise empty room.
Oh, it's a bloodstained table.
Creepy.
And I can see out the window as well to the south. So
Yeah.
that's about it. Can I investigate it, see what kind of operations have been done here, perhaps?
Yeah. Does that include? Are you touching it? Are you getting onto it? What are you doing with it, or just like looking at?
No, I'll walk around. I won't stand on it. I'll walk around it and see if there's any instruments or.
Yeah. Okay. Give me an investigation roll.
And when I walk in, if a shadow shows up, I'm going to leave immediately.
And
Straight
scream.
away. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Investigation.
A 5 plus 8, I think.
Can I help? I'm trying to put my character token in, but it's busted as hell.
Oh, I wonder what's
Can
it.
you
Go
move
on
it
to
for me,
the-
DM?
Yeah, you can move into that room as well. So yeah, with a roll of a 13, it's not clear what kind of surgeries have occurred in this room, but there is blood, like very, very old blood, soaked into the very wood of this operating table. There is a little bit of maybe a little slightly more fresher blood, and you, at one point, you touch the wood, and the moment that you touch it, this scream just fills the room. A scream that just echoes through time, and it's followed by other fainter screams of those who died under the knife on this table. The screams fade until they are nothing more than haunting memories for you, Baron.
My gosh.
No one else hears that.
No one else. American, I just heard an ungodly scream like people that were killed during surgery. I guess they weren't. There's no such thing as anesthetic.
Oh, this place is a horror show. Let's keep going.
Okay, let's keep going. Morley and Bill, we're going into this next room.
Okay.
I bet it's even more haunted than the last.
The one where they keep the babies?
Let me guess.
Did baby?
You're
Why are we going there? Why don't we go the other way?
Because I want to say ya.
Yeah. This was being guarded by this thing. We've killed them, we may as well have a look.
And Ismark just kind of like shrugs over in Bill's direction.
Bill, do you not understand the mystery, the investigation, the quest for righteousness in a world sullied by horror?
The
Bill!
Abbot could be in the nursery, Bill. The Abbot.
Yes.
Think of.
We're in search of answers, Bill, and how does one find answers? One looks using their eyes and their senses.
Not only that, when I do see this Abbot, he's going to have to answer for all the murders that have happened in this operating room.
Oh, not necessarily.
Well, no, he will.
I'll see to it.
This room.
Well, we don't know that it's his operation room.
Well, that could be his answer.
Well,
Bill's still standing there.
That is kind of answering.
I'm but a humble bard, and I am at your service, and I shall follow you into the depths of hell, which is apparently exactly where we're going.
We're already there.
This
Yes.
room contains the wreckage of old wooden cribs.
So they keep the cribs
Can you-
next to the operating room.
Again, my token is haunted, so can you please move me? It is
Yeah, where is
beyond belief.
exhibit? Is exhibit in there?
Oh, too soon. Oh no, sorry, wrong.
DMX,
Wrong rapper.
wrong X-based rapper.
Oh. Can I investigate in that room?
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
you can.
There's-
Yeah, there's. I'm not even gonna need a roll, to be honest. There's
Alright.
there's nothing in there other than these busted cribs. American, for a moment, you do see a figure reflected in the glass of the window. It looks to be a nun in white robes, standing in the same doorway that you were standing next to. A look back towards that door reveals nothing there, and you whip your head back towards the window to look for the reflection, and it's gone.
I saw a haunted nun.
You saw a nun.
A haunted nun. Spirits. There are haunted spirits here.
There really are spirits in here,
Yes. I'm sure horrible things happened here.
not just
I'm
shadows.
sure of
Do you-
it.
Do you think the shadows are related? Like they are the spirits that kept in those beds or something? Can I touch these cribs and see if there's the same effect?
Yeah, you walk in, and obviously I totally get it. The Baron, having had that moment with the operating table, you hesitantly put your hand down on one of the cribs, almost dreading what kind of noise or experience you might have, but there's nothing.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's a good thing. I didn't feel any sort of presence like Christmas.
Just the death of 100 babies in the cribs. Just you feel all of that coming in at you.
Well, it would be unusual for this place. But it's...
Yeah.
And in the last room,
In the last room with the plaque that says morgue, you open the door and a raven
My
that is
fave.
perched on the windowsill of this otherwise completely empty room lets out a caw and flies off out into the garden area.
oh,
That's a way better call.
yeah, that was good. The cause.
But
Make
this
the
room
voice
this room's empty.
Empty of anything.
There's
What
nothing
kind of a
in this
morgue
room.
is this?
There's nothing at all. It's almost like this place doesn't have a need of a morgue.
Bum, bum, bum. Do you think that nobody dies here? They
Almost
changed
like-
or
Maybe the bodies are recycled.
yeah, and stitched together.
Although, wait, we did see a graveyard here.
Oh my god, it's the ultimate eco warrior. He's just constantly upcycling people. He is the good guy. We were
Oh no!
the ultimate upcycler.
No need for more.
That's the subtitle of Curse of Strahd. Oh, okay. Well, sorry for wasting your time. It seems to be just freaky
Wasting
stuff.
Wasting whose time?
Yeah, it's not a waste. I mean, you saw that nun. I sense the presence of all the people that have been murdered
Yeah.
at that table.
We established it extremely haunted.
Yeah. And if there was a holy abbot around here, you'd think he would be sorting that shit out. Number one priority.
That's true.
Let's go find the abbot and he can answer for these atrocities.
And find out why he wants that wedding dress too.
Good memories.
Yeah.
He's probably going to get married to one of these freaks.
Mongrel folk. He's going to start mongrel folk husbandry. It's going to be like a Mooney's wedding. He's gonna-
Okay, so
Okay.
Bill, it seemed like Bill was quite eager to get out of here. What's Bill up to now? Now that the rooms have been investigated.
Yeah, I'm following along. Yep. Good. I'm glad we're not in there anymore. And I'm glad we're going outside. Because that place was fucking awful.
Did you find anything out above the courtyard, Bill?
Bunch of scarecrows. I threw one off.
Okay, good. Good, yeah. All right.
It was definitely not a hay golem of some description. It was just a regular scarecrow.
Well, you've got to be careful, don't you? We've kind of we understand that now, don't we?
Oh, fuck yeah. Jesus. This place.
Can I do like an arcana check or something like that to see if there's any clues about what the history of this place could be? Or, I don't know.
I would
even appropriate?
I would normally get you to do a history roll, but you guys have never heard about Barovia, let alone learnt anything about its history. That might need to be something for someone else. I'm not going to get you to roll for that. It's not something you would be aware of.
Here's a theory.
And conveniently, as Mark has never been to Kretsk.
Yeah.
Nor does he know anything about this abbey, so...
Or anything. Well, here is a theory, right? These scarecrows, maybe they aren't there to scare us off or people visiting. Maybe they're there to scare these mongrel folk from leaving. Because whenever they go out to the courtyard, some of them are so scared of everything, they might see those and run back into their homes, their rooms.
Maybe.
Maybe
Okay, where's
they're
this
like,
Abbot?
maybe they're regular scarecrows trying to protect all the turnips.
Well, we actually saw a crow, so it's not working that well, is it?
True.
And you did see it land into the garden as well, like fly off and land.
These are
onto one of them.
battle-hardened crows.
I scared it off.
Wasn't it a raven?
It was a raven. The ravens aren't crows, guys.
Well, you need a scare raven for that.
They're all corvids.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
Corvid crow. No. Scare corvid.
Yeah.
Corvid
Castle
19.
Corvid loft. Where the fuck is the Abbot?
The Baron shouts out.
I agree.
Where are you?
I've got a bone to pick with him. Let's go.
Yeah.
Pretty weak.
Okay.
Just so you know.
So you've got two options at this point. Head back down, back downstairs, and make your way across the courtyard, I guess, to the main hall, or make your way across the top of the courtyard to the above the main hall.
Or
Good job.
have a short rest on the haunted hospital beds.
Yeah, I was thinking the operating room. Yeah,
If
we
you
could have a
guys-
short rest.
If you guys feel safe enough to rest in the abbey, I will let you do that.
We don't feel safe.
As tired as I am, there is no fucking way I'm sleeping here.
You don't
Well,
have to
they've done it.
sleep.
Yeah, just a bloody.
Just read a
Sure.
book.
I am exhausted.
I'm shattered as well, Bill. Really, those deathly things really took it out of me.
Should we just go back to Kretsk?
Barovia. Maybe we should go back to Barovia. Start the whole thing again.
Vandalone. Let's go back.
Let's go back to Vandalone.
The deep house is looking all of a sudden not that bad.
Yeah. I don't mind the scythes.
There was only like 5 shadows. There's only 5 shadows in the deep houses.
Yeah.
Fucking 8 here.
Okay, let's go across the curtain wall. How about that?
Let's
can't
go.
stay
Let's
here.
go. Yeah, let's go sort out this Abbot and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, maybe he'll give us a place to stay.
You walk out onto the courtyard, above the courtyard, the curtain wall. Baron, you notice there is a door to the south as well. That seems to be going back into the building that you've just come out of. And across the courtyard to the north there is a door to the second floor of the second building.
Okay, is there anyone brave enough to look through the southern door?
I think you've got...
Well, I could send my familiar.
Okay. She doesn't go through doors.
Something...
No. I could open it and have it fly
to open
through.
it.
I'm going to open the door.
Wait.
What?
You're forgetting about, the greatest door opening tool known to fantasy.
But the DM
Mage
made
hand.
fun of me last time I used it.
I'll use Mage Hand. I'll get my Mage Hand out to.
Oh, yes.
the door.
Oh, sorry. I thought you
yeah.
back my skeletons. Get your
No,
mage hand
no.
out.
Yeah, I'll get my Mage Hand out. I Mage Hand the door open.
Okay, the door mage hands open, and you see what seems to be a bedroom or maybe barracks or something. There's bunk beds that have disintegrated with age, lying in heaps along the wall of this mouldy 30-foot square room. Apart from that, it seems to be empty.
Nothing to see here, folks.
Bunk beds. Well, no, I want to have a look. I'll bring in with my skeletons. Can I just have a look to see that there's nothing hidden under these beds or anything?
Yeah, they've all collapsed and disintegrated into piles of just rubble and tattered bed sheets. You search there for a few minutes and find nothing.
Boo. There's nothing in here. This is a shitty church. I'm going to leave
Okay.
forever.
Can I ask a question? So the area right here that we can see, is that the same level as us, or is that lower?
That's low. So you're looking down. Basically, if you
Okay, so it's like a little strip, basically.
yeah. So if you think this point here is where you entered into the courtyard, but a floor down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So where the big iron gates were. So yeah, you're walking across. There's still fog filling that courtyard area. Some screams and moans of pain or hunger coming from some of those sheds. You see that dead body of that half spider creature that was slaughtered near the well. And one of those posts still driven into the ground. The other long gone by whatever was tied to it.
Anyone want to open this door?
Mage hand.
Mage hand.
Love it. I didn't know you had. Yeah, that's great.
I've got a secret.
Secret?
Sorry,
What is it?
I stopped talking because Bill was talking.
Where are the skeletons?
They're with me.
Okay. Or just around you
Yeah.
on this
Oh my
thin
God.
gangway?
Yes.
My character token is so possessed, I refuse to move it anymore. The demon,
It's
you have
flying
to move it
around.
for
What
me.
are you doing to
Yeah,
it?
it's possessed. It just doesn't.
Sound like the Three Stooges.
I've been
The
fighting
closer you get to that door,
Yeah.
the more you're hearing these beautiful soft tones of a stringed instrument.
Well, that sounds nice. It's a bit of a nice change. You hear that?
That sounds like the sort of instrument that an archbishop, a deacon, what's his name?
An
it.
abbot
An abbot.
An abbot. The abbot would play.
from the abbot. You think so?
A holy man.
Yeah, he's the type to play that sort of music and enjoy it.
Bill, do
Does
you
it ha-
recognize that kind of instrument? By the sound alone?
Do I recognize that kind of instrument as
Give
a
me-
musically trained person?
Give me a history roll with advantage, please.
Could I use performance?
Sure. I'll let you do that.
Uh, 22 total.
You know that this the sound comes from what's called a viol, VIOL. It's almost it's a stringed instrument that needs to be played almost like a violin, but is not held up near a chin.
It's a bigger violin, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a viol. You play it with a bow.
Oh.
And just that
Hauntingly beautiful sound that comes out of
Can
that
you play
thing.
one of those?
Oh yeah, of course I can.
I'm just saying, it seems like something someone evil would play, waiting for us dramatically to burst in, and then he'll turn and look at us with a sly, know-it-all look on his face and do something evil.
Do you want to
I
bet
will
on
say
it?
it is played almost exclusively by evil people.
I knew it.
I'll bet you $5 that it's actually just a lovely person that loves playing the viol.
Yeah.
It's a terrible bet that you're making.
I'm going to open up the door and I'm going to assume the best.
So you're going to walk to the door and open that up.
Yeah, don't say it like that. Like, it's a terrible idea.
You're opening the door. Okay.
Your funeral.
You open the door to a room with a pitched roof and a door in the center of this is the door you've just opened. Unlit lanterns hang from the rafters and a rope dangles from a bronze bell lodged in the belfry 30 feet overhead. The room is filled with the sound of beautiful music, a melody so enchanting that it adds a bit of much needed warmth to this otherwise freezing room. A black shroud covers a humanoid shape lying on a wooden table to the west. The music does nothing to stir it. A cot, heaped with furs, rests in the northeast corner, surrounded by empty wine bottles. An oil lamp burns atop a table nearby, silhouetting a squat creature that has 2 heads. It sits on the edge of the cot with a vial between its legs. With a crustacean, claw-like appendage, it grasps the neck of the instrument while running a bow gently across its strings with its human hand. It looks towards you with one of its heads, and you get a proper look. The head, they're both relatively humanoid heads, and it stops playing and says to you, "How can I help you?"
You play beautifully.
You just...
And that's where where we'll call it tonight.
Oh dear.
American, you owe me $5.
You actually do.
I didn't take you up on that eventually, by the way.
Did you guys notice the eyes?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. They're amazing.
How did you do that?
Magic.
There are multiple cameras of the same one reversed. That's pretty hard out.
I was pretty proud of that one.
Yeah.
Oh, this must be the thing that you were so excited about. Surely.
Yeah. That was
a great character.
I felt almost bad making erasing the eyes of the little baby and putting my eyes in behind it.
He's got a baby head.
Yeah, one head is just a baby, an infantile head. The other a fully grown adult head.
Looks like someone I know, the main guy. So one of the heads, not the thing as a whole.
Someone you actually know.
Yeah. Or is it a famous actor or something? There's something in the... Oh, it doesn't...
Their eyes are fantastic.
Yeah. I had them moving in the same direction at one time, and I was like, let's just make them go in opposite directions and see what happens. Yeah. And I'm like, it's way better. it's way better. My favorite thing is this is the official art for this character as well, minus the moving eyes. Yeah, it's great. It's like one of the only characters that has beautiful high-res imagery that I can find and adjust, which is so weird.
New best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, crab hand. You got a crab hand.
That you called it. You said it was.
Said his name. Old crab hand.
Old crab hand.
Where the fuck is the Abbot?
He could be out. He does go out, doesn't he?
It's amazing. It's amazing how much of this abbey you have looked in so far, and now you haven't found him yet. QSD says, "Little baby head for the group to kill. I mean, get to know and have a nice conversation with."
You mean definitely save?
Yeah. That was awesome. I'm so glad I finally got to show off that character. I was like, we're not going to see him we're not going to see him tonight either. But we got there. Mm-hmm. How'd you feel about tonight's session with the Abbey?
Quite bad.
Okay. All right, that's fair. I guess Morley's not feeling too good right now.
Yeah, it all ends up it was a shitter.
How much HP does Morley have left?
Oh, yeah, plenty of HP. Don't worry about that.
Okay, well I'll just check.
Muscles.
Toy. 27.
Oh right, okay.
So not in any real.
No,
I'm in no real danger. I can't foresee this being a problem.
He says, trying to raise his arms to flex his muscles.
All of this is I can barely lift my own hand.
Yeah. In my head, like Irina is basically walking alongside you, holding you up as you make your way around that curtain wall. That's kind of what I'm picturing. I probably should have just said that while we were playing, actually, as a DM.
What's your strength at now?
Negative. Oh no, that's the modifier. The modifier has gone to -3, and my actual strength is 4.
Okay, so if that hits 0, you're dead.
Yay.
What?
If that
If
hits
my strength
0,
hits 0.
you die.
But what about all my other great skills?
No saving rolls. No saving rolls. Literally just die.
Yeah.
I probably should have mentioned that while you were fighting.
Is that just for strength, or is that for?
No.
It's any stat if it gets down to 0.
Really? Wow.
Pretty sure.
I'm
It
pretty
normally
sure it's
just
any
happens
stat.
with strength, though, right? Not
Yeah.
many
I think
things are sapping intelligence or.
I would have expected that for like say con, but
Yeah.
it's interesting. Like if your charisma goes to 0, you die.
Larp Kiwi saying
seems
0
strange.
dex is paralyzed
Oh, okay. So yeah, maybe it's not.
What, forever?
I guess it's not.
until.
You can find
guess
an
until-
accessible dungeon module.
I was gonna say until you have like a short rest, but at the same time, what else are you gonna have if you're paralyzed? I'll just wait here. I'll just wait here for an hour, guys. I'll be back. Everything else is death, but Dex is paralyzed. Larp is saying.
Oh.
Random origins.
A 0 charisma is death.
Very
That's what he's telling
bland.
you.
Very
It's
bland.
social
that's for
death.
sure.
Like you,
Yeah.
yeah, social death.
I wonder if there's even something that reduces. There must be something that reduces that.
0 charisma has been cancelled.
Yeah.
Oh shit! That must have happened to me in real life. That's crazy.
Strength 0 means that the character cannot move at all. He lies helplessly on the ground. Dexterity 0 means that the character cannot move at all. He stands motionless, rigid, and helpless. Constitution 0 means the character is dead. Intelligence 0 means that the character cannot think and is unconscious in a coma-like stupor, helpless. Wisdom 0 means that the character is withdrawn into a deep sleep filled with nightmares, helpless. Charisma 0 means that the character is withdrawn into... but yes, as QSD is mentioning, the Shadows attack is special. If you get to 0 strength with that, you die. With that,
Damn,
specifically
that's
with the
rough.
Shadows attacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, well, don't get hit again.
yeah, that's why I was like, oh boy, because and what I didn't realize at the time, Adam, is you were meant to be attacked by 4, but I only rolled 3, so I just left it as I didn't correct that afterwards.
Roll it up now.
Let's just roll it out. Let's see.
Morley dies off screen.
Let's see what would have occurred had the shadow.
Oh, it's a crit.
D4.
Strength. Let's see. HP wise, first would it have hit an 11? Probably
No.
not. So
Yeah,
it
that's
wouldn't have
Get the fuck out of here!
hit. So you're fine. Yeah.
What they
really am.
should do is they should be really muscly shadows, and when they take your strength away, they should get stronger, and then they should wrestle you to the ground because you're weakened. They can overpower you and just like
Why are you hitting
And then
yourself?
touch-
Why are you
and then
hitting
touch
yourself?
yeah.
Just punching you with your own hands.
Yeah, that's great. That would really add an air of spooky authenticity to it, wouldn't it?
I feel like things got really dark in this session. Like
Yeah.
really, really dark.
Only when you
Some
described the litany of dead, pregnant mongrel folk,
Yeah.
and then one rocking back and forth with a baby. That was
Yeah.
quite grim.
And the dead children as well. Don't
But she was
forget.
going to asphyxiate, I think, unless we left the room.
No,
and
she
the
was
baby-
stopping it from crying out.
I know, but she was holding it too tightly over its nose and mouth.
There was a reason that I asked Murican how long she was going to be in the room for, because too long and that baby would have stopped moving.
Oh, yeah.
That is so dark.
Knew it.
So I'm glad, American. I tried to drop those hints as
This
much
is
as
just
I
turning
could.
into Schindler's List or something. It's a bit much.
Yeah. So a little dark. So with that, let me thank some of our new followers. Dimye, Cryptic7, Ofindus, and Stollenberg, thank you so much for your follows tonight. Thank you for spending you guys' points on telling me to hydrate. I've been sitting here drinking away in this incredibly hot room, so thank you for that. Thank you, Random Origins, for giving us 500 bits throughout tonight, as well as a big thank you to Superpool Games for that $10 donation at the start of the stream as well. You guys are all awesome and amazing. What else we got? Oh, and Hydra. Thank you, Random. I'll do that. Thank you for the great job moderating as well. I saw that you banned a couple of people for advertising something, so thank you for that.
Wait, so
McDonald's.
our viewers get to pay something or give something, and you have to drink water. You have to drink water every time they do that. Is that right?
He's doing it like heaps now.
So I could set up a bot army and just have you piss yourself on the screen.
I can waive those rights like that. Okay, this is my stream. Okay, I'm not going to piss myself on stream. That's at least
Not a man of his word, folks.
That's at least $100 donation.
Well, it's good to know you can be bought. Your dignity can be bought for $100.
This is when someone's like, all right, and just drops 100, and then I'm like, I'm fucked, aren't I? If someone literally just dropped $100 right now, I'd just be like, oh.
You'd have to do it.
I would be hitting that refund donation button very quickly.
How much to shit yourself?
Surprisingly less.
Okay, all right.
You do that on command.
That would be
Impressive.
Too late.
I practice every Monday night while we play.
Okay.
Good times, eh?
Well, we got through a bit of this place. I was just thinking about. I'm looking at the map, and I think he can't be hiding many more places, surely.
We're just going to keep wandering around, killing everything we see until we find something.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to kill this Viola player. Right?
No, he's dead to me.
Okay. Got two heads.
Abomination, you're gone.
Yeah, I like that.
No,
This
he's my
character.
new
This
best
character's
friend.
pretty cool. He's cool because he's just going to wipe you all out in like 3 seconds. No.
Okay, cool.
Cool. I think Random's been doing a great job of linking people to our YouTube and our merch and our Discord and stuff. So thank you for that. Please do check out those links. Come say hi in our Discord. Catch up on previous sessions on YouTube and buy some of our shirts. I've got one of our shirts on tonight actually, which is a great little shirt designed by the Baron, by Shannon. Just a nice getting Dicey with the Ravenloft style, which is fantastic. That's on the store. It's fantastic. Feel free to subscribe to us as well, and you can be alerted when we go live. And we've also got a $4 Patreon and a $1 tier if you just want to just support us in any way. But there's a $4 one where you can get access to our sessions a week before anyone else, as well as access to a couple of channels in our Discord that only our supporters and me have access to. So if you want to talk about things you want to add to Needle's Wheel, chuck them in there. If you want to talk about things that I'm planning, or you want to ask questions about things that are on the way for the players, I'm happy to let that information out. So it'll be in those Patreon and subscriber only channels, all set up. Just need to connect your account. $4 a month.
I was hoping it's...
We don't even have access to that.
No, the players don't have access, so that's fine. And even if they did subscribe, or Patreon, I would remove their access from that room. because
Way to really sell the Patreon.
because I'm not gonna get you guys to buy spoilers.
Yeah. Imagine Patreoning ourselves. That's so sad.
I literally do.
Well,
What?
we can talk about that. We talk about that after the stream, Adam, because you don't. But I will talk to you about that.
What?
We'll talk about it after the stream.
Oh my Patreon, the drama.
Did your Patreon get rejected?
Oh, it's never happened to me before.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Okay, this is a lot.
But anyway, thank you everybody for the support. Thank you guys for playing the incredibly dark session. Next session might be a little less dark. It might even be a little more dark. We'll see what happens.
No.
And Weeping Jay coming in there at the end saying hi. Thanks to being able to make it. And we'll see you guys at the same time next time. And you know what, American, you know what you get? You're going to bring us out. I can full screen you. You'll full screen as you wave us out. Thank you so much, everybody. And we'll see you all same time next time. Good night. We love you all.